Hey everyone, it's me Holly with William Ravis, and I'm here today so excited about my first ever vlog. This is a resolution that I've made to come to you guys once a week and talk to you pretty much about real estate life, and kind of everything in between. So we'll see how I do. I don't have the greatest track record on resolutions, but I think that this one is important and it gives me a chance to kind of connect with all of you on a regular basis and see how things are going. So anyway, it is December 30th, 2019, and I am sure many of you are out there feverishly making lists of resolutions and goals, not only for the next year, but the new decade. The roaring 20s are experiencing a resurgence right here during our lifetime, and aren't we excited about that? So, with that being said, most of us make resolutions regarding our health or our jobs. A lot of us make resolutions about relationships, ones that need to end, ones that need to be cultivated, but I have never in all of my days heard anybody make a resolution about their living situation. And I think that it's extremely important to add your living situation into your list of resolutions and goals, because your living situation directly impacts your mental health and your emotional well-being. That's a fact, okay? So I'm wondering how many of you out there are unhappy in your living situation, right? And it's common, it happens. Um, so I'm wondering what the circumstances are behind that. I would have to think maybe you've been in a rental for a really long period of time and it's not being kept up with well, or maybe you're renting an apartment from a conglomerate and again they've raised the rent, or maybe you own a home and it's the first home you bought and you've outgrown it. Um, you know, Maybe it's the second or third home you've bought and you have, kind of gone back to being one person or just two people in a humongous house. So now is really the time to buckle down and say, gee, I think it's time to move, right? So how do you go about that? What are the factors in being happy in your home? Is it, like I said, is it big enough for you? Is it too big for you? Are you renting and paying someone else's mortgage and making them wealthy? Is your home in need of repair and you just can't do it financially or emotionally or both? Are you in a family home that you have loved living in for the last 20, 30, 40, 50 years, and now you've grown tired of it and you'd like a new perspective? Other questions to ask yourself are you excited? Do you look forward to going home in the afternoon after work? If you're not, that's a big factor. That's something that tells you it's time to move on. Are you happy when you wake up? Are you comfortable at times like this when you have a huge amount of time off and you're homebound? Is it comfortable? Are you happy? If this last week has been kind of a wake up call to you that it might be time to move on, you should honor that. So, I'd like to talk to you about the steps needed to move on, and we can do that privately. We're not going to go into a whole blog session about that, but if you were really kind of starting to feel that you're not in the right place, then it's really time to start thinking about getting into the right place and how you can get into the right place. Now, we know I'm a real estate agent. That's what I do. I'm always going to tell you to move, right? The solution is moving. But some of us aren't ready to move, or we don't have the financial means to move, or the emotional capability to move, or we're just not there yet. So if you're not going to move, you still have to improve your living situation, don't you? So how can you do that? If you're planning on staying in the place that you're in, it's very easy to kind of flip the switch on how you're feeling about it. And it's so easily done. The first thing you can do is change it. Change the color, change the decoration, change the layout, flip your furniture around, paint in inviting soft colors. If you need color in your life. Choose accessories that are bold and that speak to you. Bring plants into the house. Keep the house clean. Believe it or not, if the house is dirty or messy, that kind of weighs you down. It makes you feel kind of bummed, and it makes you start to feel like you don't want to be there. Like I said, the best thing, I think, would be to move. But if you can't move, make your living situation more inviting, and this way you'll look forward to being home when you have to be home. So, just to kind of wrap it up, I don't want to keep you all day, but I'm going to say this again. Add your living situation to your list of goals and resolutions for 2020. You will be amazed at a small change in your living situation and the benefit of it in your regular everyday life. Once you are excited about where you live, you will be excited about everything else in your life. And when you're in the right place, everything else in your life will fall into place. So, with that being said, Happy New Year, Happy New Decade. I would love to help you move on if that is what you are thinking about doing. You can DM me, email me, text me, or call me anytime, and we can talk about your housing goals for 2020. Happy New Year, everyone.